Hello, here's a different kind of video that I wanted to make today. I'm gonna do a reverse haul video, and I went through some of my clothes and I wanted to show and talk about some articles of clothing that I had for a very long time. 'Cause so often, our clothing consumption is maybe not always the best. I'm speaking generally. You might be great. I don't know. I generally try not to buy a lot of new stuff, but then sometimes that dopamine that comes with new things can feel really good to have like some new things. So, I feel like what I'm wearing right now, this tank top is, I don't know, a year old. That I'm wearing some shorts from Joe Fresh Kids that are also maybe just over a year. And I think even my underwear is less than a year old, what I'm wearing right now. But I think it's important for us to love and appreciate and still get that same sort of satisfaction from things that are very old or that we had for a very long time. So I went through my closet. Yeah, this is not extensive. These are just some things that I was just looking through, like, and I put them in my little rolly trolley here to talk about. Something else I don't really care about whether or not you see my face. I know that I've never shown it in a video, but I don't feel like adding any sort of pressure of making my face look good. That means like skin and makeup and blah, blah, blah. I don't know. I mean, as much as I don't care, I feel like I do care. So if people make criticisms on my face, I don't want to deal with that. So that's why I'm just not showing it. I also don't love having videos that are just showing my torso either. So whatever. I can't win. Okay. I'm gonna save that one for last. I wanted to start with something that's only sort of old. This dress. Oh, you saw my face. Okay. This dress I got from Winners around like 2017 or 2018, I think. 2018. So it's only around 6 years old, but it feels old because it's pre-COVID. Do you know what I mean? Like, this feels like I had it a different lifetime ago because it was pre-COVID, even though it wasn't that long ago. It was like kind of in the last chunk of life before COVID, in that little last era. I still wear this for teaching. It's very soft and it hasn't worn itself out like the fabric is still feeling pretty good, even though it might not be good quality. I'm not too sure. I like the pattern, and it's that really kind of like slinky sort of soft feeling. I think it must be some not super great mix of synthetic. It is 96% polyester, and it has another percentage, and then that's just the French, which is exactly the same, and 4% spandex, so that's why it feels like that. But I mean, it has been holding up, so that's cool. Dress number 1, it has these sashes, you can tie them around in a bow. My laundry is clean. Okay, next thing is another dress. So these, I don't wear them all the time, but I wear them frequently enough, like for work. This one is older. It's from Aritzia. So sort of like cap sleeve, also with florals, because I actually really like florals. I do. Okay, this never fit me amazingly, as in the waist hits me at the wrong spot. It's quite short-waisted. It's very like petite, and it's got an open back kind of thing like this. And the year that I got this, I believe, was 2014. I'm pretty sure this was from 2014, because I remember wearing it in the summer of 2014. So that's when it must be from. Anyways, I've worn this a lot when I worked in an office. I wore this frequently. It was very comfortable. And I still have it. I don't wear it a ton, but I still do sometimes. One, two. Put that over there. Next, let's go the oldest. One of the oldest things I have is this Gap sweater from, I have no idea, 2002? Maybe? It was definitely like early high school, maybe not even, maybe 2001. I don't know, do you remember? Do you remember when everyone was wearing Gap sweaters like this? Yeah, so nice. I had one as well, like this actually, if I'm being honest, this was my little brother's, and he got it for Christmas. And I had an Old Navy sweater that was also gray, like this, a gray fleece sweater, Old Navy, that I wore a lot, and I don't know what happened to that hoodie. But then, yeah, I remember this was something like I ended up stealing it from my little brother and claiming it as my own. And this is something I'd bring with me to high school all the time because it was always freezing in high school. The air conditioning or the air was always really, really cold. So I would always have like this fleece hoodie or the Old Navy one that I used to have. And I still have this one. It's held up well, except for this, the cuffs here have fallen apart. I remember, I also had this navy blue hoodie that I'd gotten at Canada-wide Science Fair in the year, I can't say the year, and I wore that to pieces. It was this big navy blue hoodie. It wasn't fleece like this, it was like sweater fleece, right, soft on the inside and then regular on the outside. But I remember the sleeves fell apart while I was still in high school. Or maybe university, I don't know. Anyways, this one still is in my rotation of cozy things to wear. Some things like, what's the fleece? Like fleece lasts forever. It's made from plastic, which sucks. So I think that's why it's a good thing to, if you have fleece, like keep it forever. Because it's not gonna decompose ever. It's plastic. Okay, this is in the hand-me-down category. Hand-me-down. I have a lot of hand-me-down clothes. I guess I should say like the things that I have here are things that I wear frequently. I have a lot of hand-me-down clothes and very old clothes that I wear not frequently because they're dressy or whatnot. Actually, I have an example of that. But this, my friend gave to me in a pile of hand-me-downs that she had. It's a Wilfred, like another Aritzia shirt. And she gave this to me in maybe 2019 or 2020, so not that long ago. And she maybe bought it, I don't know, for 2 or 4 years before that. So it's not that old, it's somewhere in the middle, but yes, getting clothes from friends is so nice. I really like it. Oh, I should have grabbed more running clothes that were from friends. And hand-me-downs. Next. Oh yeah, okay, so speaking of running clothes, this is the only running clothes thing I had. I bought this sports bra myself from Old Navy. I think it was Old Navy. Like, not great quality. Yeah, it is Old Navy. Size small from their activewear brand. Maybe 2009, 2008 or 2009. So it's old. But it's this like, how do you describe it? This kind of like micro knit spandex type of situation. I wouldn't say this is like a super supportive sports bra at all, but it's one of my favorite ones because like it's held up so well. It's discolored like maybe a little bit, but hardly at all. It's like these kind of sports bras, if you don't need a ton of support, these are way easier to breathe in. A lot of high support sports bras actually constrict your breathing, which sucks. If you need the support, it turns out you won't be able to breathe as well. I mean, this is tight too, but it generally is very comfortable. Yeah, there's been a lot of new studies being done about sports bras and how they restrict breathing. When you're just like walking or like running easy, maybe not the big deal, but when you're trying to work really hard and you need to expand and contract your lungs all the way, it makes a difference. I feel this way with like actual bras too. When you need a full breath, because our rib cage moves, or mine does at least, like several inches when I breathe in. You can even see. So yeah, it can't be super tight. And that's why I love this really, really, really old sports bra. I have a hand-me-down Nike one that's a size medium that a friend gave me, and I'm not a size medium, I'm small. But I love it too. That's a hand-me-down bra. I don't know how old it is, probably only 2 or 3 years. Okay, next thing. This denim skirt is from, and the belt. Okay, not the belt, sorry. The skirt, remember this brand? American Apparel. This is from, I believe, 2014. 2013 or 2014, so it's 10 years old now. Just a baby. It's still a baby. 10 years old. Isn't it nice? It was made in the States because everything in American Apparel used to be made in LA or in this. It's made in the United States. I don't know where. And I like it. The denim is good quality. I think it's 100% cotton. Yeah, 100% cotton, which is like so rare these days, but this is good. I think I have some like a bleach stain here because that doesn't wash out that little white fleck. Okay, the belt. This belt I got from a store in Toronto called Black Market. It's a thrift store, a secondhand store. If you know, you know. It's on Queen Street West. I got this when I first moved to Toronto in maybe 2006, 2007. I think it's a summer 2007 purchase. It may be 2006 when I was like brand new in the city, and I would walk through Kensington Market and then hitting up all those thrift shops, and then also go to Queen Street West. And Black Market was just like so cool. I think that's where I got this belt. Like it feels like that's where I got this belt. I think I also got a black belt that had like a leather belt that had not carving. I don't know what the word is for that when it's like there's details on it. So not a woven braided one like this, but a leather belt with carving on it. But I remember that belt, but I must have gotten rid of it or a long time ago. So that's that. What's next? Some shoes. Okay, 2 shoes. We've got, these are very old. These are vintage. Oh, hang on, that's a different pair. I'm doing this blind. Let's just pull them all out. Okay. These shoes, I've actually never worn these. These belong to my mom when I was a kid. She had these in her shoe collection, but she also never wore them since I was alive because as soon as she had kids, she couldn't fit them anymore. That happens, by the way. And also just as you get older, your feet grow. So she was holding onto these. I don't know, they must be from the early 80s. I always, as a kid, I just loved the color, the rainbow on it. How can you say no to a rainbow? That was just this blew my mind when I was a kid. I loved them. And I remember when I was a kid, she said, maybe you'll grow into them one day. And guess what? I still haven't grown into them. They're still just a little bit too big. But I know that one day they're gonna fit me. Because I'm more than, these I think are a 7 or a 7.5. 7 and a 7.5. And that's what my mom was when she was younger, but then she ended up being like an 8, and now she's 8.5. As you grow, you get too big. And I am still a 6.5. So someday, I have these little heel things I thought I'd put in them one day and try and wear them, but I've tried putting them on. They're loose, but they're also not super comfortable. So yeah, there's that. The last thing on this tour of Opposite Hall are these Nine West shoes that have some gunk on the inside, but ignore that. So nice, so nice. These are from approximately 2012? 2011, 2012. I like to call them my harpist shoes. So I was at school, and the harpists at the school I was at, they were all the same size. There was kind of like a group of maybe 4 harpists that were all the same, 3 or 4 of them, and they were all the same size. this, I think this is 6.5. Yeah, it's a 6.5. Everyone was 6.5, and they just had a whole bunch of shoes that they kept in the harp room, and they would all kind of share shoes. And at the end of the term, like I was the same size as them too, well, 6.5 for heels. And one of the harpists said, like, these are too, I can't wear these. These are too high. None of them wanted them. None of them wanted these shoes, so I got them, and I wear these for gigs a lot. I don't like walking in them. They're very high. I was comfortable with that at one point in my life, but now I don't. I walk very slowly if I'm wearing heels like this. But I still wear them, so it's pretty old. Okay, that's my opposite haul for today. Always just trying to do our best, right? And I think that, yeah, we should talk about our old things more. Get excited about them. Shop vintage. Shop used. And if something's really not working, donate it. But buy things that are not crummy quality. But if you do, make it last. Like that old Navy sports bra. They don't make them like they used to. Okay, bye.